Good morning. Good to have you on with us this morning. Brand new study I want to talk about. Came out yesterday. Okay. In the Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Judy, good morning. And Rosa, good morning to you. Nativity. Jerry from Nouveau Brunswick, and Mike from Wawa, and Sandra, nice to have you on. Marin, all good friends. You guys are great. We appreciate it. Crystal, good morning to you. Spring is coming. And Jerry saying, go Habs, go. Agree 1,000,000%. Dave, how are you? And Patty. And Jeanette, good morning to you guys. Great to have you on. I am going to blow your socks off with this new study. Lise, how are you? Mary Jane from Connecticut. Nellie Yolande, bonjour. Good to have you on. And we appreciate you guys coming on. Nick is on with us this morning, and Peggy. It's nice to have you, Donna. So many, big crowd. And of course, what we appreciate too is what happens afterwards, right? I mean, you guys are on with us live and we get a big crowd and we appreciate that. And then it's shared and whatever. And usually we're somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 viewers of every Facebook Live, and then the podcast. We're turning these, of course, into podcasts, and all because of you. Highly, highly successful. Now, for those wondering, next week, we were hoping this week, but I think it's going to be next week. It's already Thursday. The book is back out. Okay, we're hoping by next week we're going to have the book back. And Tony Jr. and I were talking about it yesterday, the enormous success of the reset. And we thank you guys again for that, for sharing that message. And the book has been, well, it's a monumental success. Okay, so we thank you guys for that. Okay, now let me explain to you. Okay, this came out yesterday. Okay, this came out yesterday. Brand new study from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Now, okay, when I read it, I understood right away. But I'm going to teach you guys something. Okay, so it's BCAAs. Okay, let me read the headline to you, then I'll explain it to you. BCAAs, okay? BCAAs elevate, okay? Elevated BCAAs help reduce anxiety and depression. Elevated BCAAs. Now, does that mean anything to you? Probably not, okay, unless you're into clinical nutrition. But what BCAAs are, B, in all capitals, B, okay, C, A, and then apostrophe S. BCAAs. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it. BCAAs, the higher BCAAs are up, the less risk you have of anxiety and depression, according to the Journal of Clinical Nutrition. And here's what BCAAs are. They're branch, okay, B, chain, C, amino acid. Okay? Branch, chain, amino acids. Now, amino acids are the building blocks in your body. Protein building blocks. BCAAs, okay, is a combination of leucine and isoleucine and valine, okay? So valine, leucine, and isoleucine, big words, okay? They're amino acids. They're branch-chained amino acids. The higher they are in your bloodstream, the less chance you get of having anxiety and depression. Because what the study is showing is these branch-chain amino acids increase serotonin, dopamine, okay? Serotonin, your feel-good hormones. Serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine. Those go up as your branch-chain amino acids go up. Now, guess where you get branch-chain amino acids. Okay? Valine, leucine, and isoleucine. Guess where you get that? I'm waiting. Yeah. Glenda says steak. Yes. Eggs, meat, and cheese. Eggs, meat, and cheese, okay, have lots of BCAAs, branch-chain amino acids. They're not found, branch-chain amino acids are not found in the plant kingdom. They're found in the animal kingdom. Interesting, isn't it? I saw a study yesterday again, and I guess there'll be one every day. Why not to eat red meat? Okay? Brought to you by the vegans and the vegetarians of the world. It's not science, it's religion. They're false prophets, false teaching. And I emphasize that every day, and I do not apologize for it. I don't apologize for it. Because it's not science. Like, guys, listen. Your body, what I'm talking to you about, your neurotransmitters, your serotonin, your dopamine, your norepinephrine, they rely on what you eat. Now, we've talked to you very much in the past about your gut. The connection between the gut and the brain. There's a huge connection. A huge connection. It can start right from mummy, right in the placenta. We talked to you about that many a times. The microbiome, how important that is. It's a whole new world out there of microbiome. It's always fascinating to a guy my age when we talk about microbiome. I mean, you go back, almost 50 years that I've been around. Well, I've been around longer than 50. But in my health care journey, what do we know? We knew nothing of the microbiome in the 1970s. I mean, we knew nothing. Although, I would encourage people to make their homemade yogurt. Man, that stuff tasted terrible. But, you know, we knew that bacteria was good for you. You could have heard me, almost 50 years ago telling people, will you quit over cleaning and quit using the worst chemicals in the world? You're stripping away your bacteria. I knew that, but I didn't know nothing compared to today and what we know about the microbiome, how even your bacteria in your brain, in your gut, communicates. Between your gut and your brain, they talk to each other. Between your gut and your lungs. And this is why one of the roots of disease that the Martin Clinic, that the unholy trinity of disease, it all comes in one of these three things. It's either the bacteria, leaky gut, insulin, food, and free radical damage. Yesterday, I talked to you about PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acids, man-made oils, seed oils, plant oils. Man-made. Very, very dangerous. We talked about that. How they, yesterday about the formation, we talked about the formation of aldehydes and lung cancer and PUFAs. But today I'm giving you what your brain and your body needs are these branch chain amino acids that are found in eggs, meat, and cheese. Bacchus. And this is why the reset, okay? When I put somebody on a 30-day program, how many have come back? Guys, if you're not a member of the Martin Clinic Facebook group, that private group, you got to join that. Get your friends and get your family to join the group. Why is that? Because they can read the testimonies. People are putting their testimony. There was 2 up there this morning. And some people are asking, they're asking questions and good, but the testimonies. One of the big things is what happens to the brain, because what's happening, a couple of things, but when you're eating high octane fuel that have BCAAs, okay, high octane, jet fuel. Your little mitochondria. Every cell in your body's got a mitochondria. It's a battery pack. You're giving the body the best fuel. Complete nutrition. Complete. These branch chain amino acids, they're showing that when they're high in the body, your neurotransmitters in your brain work better. It's so key. And let me bring you another study, because I think it's on the let me just get it here, because I got this the other day and I was going to bring it. Oh yeah, these are I don't know if you've ever heard about Cochrane, but whenever you see the word Cochrane studies, they're sort of the gold standard of studies. Okay? Cochrane studies. They review what Cochrane does, okay, the group. They review all studies. They're a review committee that reviews all studies. And they draw conclusions based on looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of studies. And okay, let me read to you and this was published in the American Heart Association Journal. Okay? Cochrane studies. Vegan diets increase your triglycerides and lower your HDL. Now, you guys know this. Triglycerides, three, fat balls, glycerides, triglycerides. Glycerides are fat. Vegan diets, according to the AHA, American Heart Association, and they tried to bury the study. I couldn't find it. I heard about it. I went to look for it, couldn't find it. Anyways, I found it. Buried. Not good news. Vegans, okay? And those are people that don't have any eggs, meat, and cheese. You know, vegetarians might eat some eggs. They won't eat meat, but they might eat some eggs and eat some cheese. Okay? But this is vegans. Vegans, when the exhaustive studies by Cochrane, meaning they looked at hundreds and hundreds of studies and said, man, their triglycerides are high and their good cholesterol is low. Now, Cochrane should have called me. Hello? Again, 85% of your cholesterol. You know the Martin Clinic sayings. You guys should be able to say them. Some of you do this before I say it. Here's my statement, Martin Clinic's statement. Right? God does not trust you to eat enough cholesterol. 85% of your cholesterol is made inside your body in the liver. Got it? You can't live without cholesterol. So obviously, cholesterol is not the boogeyman. And again, every day, I've got to undo blood work for you. And that's all right. That's all right. I know it's going against the grain. I know it's like I said, there's an agenda today that, you know, it started a long time ago with the cereal companies. It started with Dr. Kellogg's, who was literally a medical doctor. You know, a lot of people didn't know that. He was a medical doctor. He wasn't a dummy. But he was weird. Unique. Can't say weird. He was a little, do you know what I'm saying by that? He had some twisted ideas. And he figured, you know, cereal is better for you than bacon and eggs. I mean, if you want to really know what his bottom line was, yeah, he didn't want you to eat red meat. He didn't want you to have meat. He wanted you to eat cereal. Dr. Kellogg's. Man, when you think of how could anybody in the world have that much influence on society in general. There was another guy by the name of Dr. Keys. Cholesterol bad. Cholesterol bad. Cholesterol bad. Just say it, and guess what happened? We've had 60 years of it. What a failed experiment it has been. Terrible. We got more heart disease now than ever. Because what were they doing? It wasn't true. Nutrition 101. You only make 85% of your cholesterol. God expects you to eat the other 15%. And cholesterol, very simple, you guys know this, is found in the animal kingdom. So when Cochrane did a review of all the studies, ooh, you know what? Being a vegan, it's not a good idea. It's not. And I feel sorry for the young people today who are buying into this. It's more young, they're buying into it. It's not good, guys. And they're going to miss out. Not only is their triglycerides, so for heart disease, triglycerides up, and HDL, your good cholesterol, which takes away those triglycerides. Your good cholesterol is going down. Your triglycerides are going up. So heart, brain, as far as circulation, these are enormous factors. But they're not even taking into consideration on the positive side what you're missing. Never mind that your triglycerides are going up and your HDL is going down. It's what you're missing. It's these branch chain amino acids that are found in the animal kingdom. Never mind cholesterol. Yep, cholesterol is found in every day when you eat that stuff. Just think of, because, look, and I get it. I've said this so many times, but I get it. People love the book because they're looking to lose weight, ladies. I get it. And that it don't measure everything by weight. Okay. I know it's what you want to see. Guys, it's not only it's good for weight loss. For ladies, you put expectations way up. And it's been drummed into you. But guys, that's not the key. The key to the reset is, it's so many things, but one of them is your triglycerides go down and your HDL goes up. Yep. But you're eating amino acids, but especially BCAAs, branch chain amino acids, which neurotransmitters, your dopamine and your serotonin, your feel-good hormones, your norepinephrine are going way up. The feel-good hormone. You know what I see so much today? New study. I want to talk to you about another one. I won't do it today. But I'm going to bring it to you because it's a fascinating study. I'd sort of forgotten about it. I've seen it before, but I've forgotten about it. on stress. But you know what I see a lot today? The unintended consequences of this, of the lockdowns. One of them, major, anxiety, depression. Anxiety, depression. It is unbelievable the amount of stress people are under today. The whole world. It's worldwide. And I've been screaming, right, guys? You know that, right from the rooftops. Be careful what you wish for. You know, when you put all the emphasis on a bug and not look at the big picture, you got to look at everything. And I get it. If you're in this little branch of medicine, which is virology and the public health officials, I mean, they're so focused on it, they're scared skinny. You know, flatten the curve and then second wave and the third wave and the fourth wave. Guys, there was always going to be viruses. Yeah, this one might be nasty, but there'll be another nasty one. Or this one's never going to end. But the unintended consequence, the amount of anxiety, the amount of depression, that's what the new normal is going to be. Psychiatrists, they're going to be busy. Psychologists, busy. Never mind what's happening in heart disease and cancer and all this, because stress is fuel on a fire. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Stress makes everything worse. So if you have inflammation, just pours it on. But that's why your diet, guys, it's one of the most important things you can do for even anxiety and stress. The diet, food. You can't control everything. What are you going to do? What planet are you planning on living on? Maybe you've signed up to go into space and live there, you know. But for the rest of us, we got to do everything we can. And one of these studies, okay, don't be a vegan. Don't be a vegetarian. Don't do it. Not good for you. And don't avoid red meat. It's not good for you. If you want complete BCAAs, complete amino acid chains of amino acids, you have to eat meat. And ladies, it ain't chicken. Chicken's good, okay? Chicken's good. It's all right, but it's not the best. Vitamin S, steak is the best. Well, give you a secret. Liver's better than steak, but you're never going to hear me say it. Because I don't like liver. Okay? Don't tell anybody. My wife likes liver and I don't. So I tell everybody steak's the best. It is. Yeah, come on. You can't beat it. But you guys know what I mean. Isn't that something from the American Heart Association? I actually published the Cochrane studies on veganism. Wasn't good. Wasn't good for your heart. Can you imagine? Can you imagine why they tried to bury that? All these years, the grain and the cereal people and this, that, and the other people were saying, man, don't, red meat, carcinogenic, hard on your heart, bad, bad, bad. That's what they were saying. Bad, bad. Teach it in the schools. If you were to give, I'm not going to say 100%, but 99% of physicians and say, okay, somebody has heart disease, cardiologist, survey 100 of them, 99 will tell you, you better cut your cholesterol down. How do you cut your cholesterol down? Well, quit eating red meat and limit your eggs. Not too much cheese. Have a little bit, maybe. That's how much nutrition they know. Now, I know a few cardiologists that have studied a lot of nutrition. And boy, is it ever interesting to listen to them. They're completely different. Right? Eat the red meat and eat the fat, because cholesterol is not the bad guy. Triglycerides are the bad guy. But don't wait for cardiologists to get on board. It's like, guys, I've been doing this for almost 47 years, and I'm not waiting on cardiologists. I was telling someone yesterday, I said, I can't think of anything that the American cardiologist or the Canadian cardiologist have ever got right. They were the ones pushing margarine instead of butter. They're the ones pushing the PUFAs. And they blamed salt for what sugar was doing. Oh, you gotta watch your salt. And no. You are salt. You're salt. Call yourself salty. Okay. You're salt. You cry salt. You sweat salt. Your body can't live without salt. It can live without sugar, but not salt. But you see, they blame salt. So people went, you know how many people, go to the grocery store. Oh, they're low in sodium. Like, dun, 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 we're low in sodium. Ugh. Brought to you by the American Heart Association. Sodium free or low sodium. Sodium's not the problem. It's sugar. I'm just trying to think when they were ever right about anything. Don't eat bacon and eggs, eat cereal. There's a heart on the box. Cheerios, Shreddies, shredded wheat, heart on the box. Sponsored by or endorsed by the American Heart Association. They got the heart on the box. You want to have a heart attack? Eat that stuff. That's what that heart means. It'll kill you. Yeah. Grains will kill you. They'll kill you. Anyway, talk about heart. I just got my blood pressure going. You know what, guys? I'm just going to finish with this. You know what I hate? Lies. I hate it. I remember when my kids were young. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I don't like it. Daddy doesn't like that. Tell me the truth. We can deal with truth. Don't give me lies. You're not gonna get it past your daddy. Don't lie. I don't like lies. Okay, so guys, I promise you, I'm bringing you the truth every day. The truth in nutrition. Not always popular. I understand that. Offend a lot of people. I understand that too. But my verse that I like in the Bible, and I repeat this, it's found in Galatians chapter 4 and verse 16. You know what it says? Have I become your enemy because I told you the truth? Have I become your enemy because I told you the truth? I leave that with you. Okay, tomorrow's question and answer Friday, so it's not too late. Send your questions in, okay? And again, share this teaching on BCAAs, why they're so good for you. And get your friends and family and whatever, as many people as you can influence to join our private Facebook group, okay? Fantastic. What a community. I just can't get over how good it is. Really, really good. And, you know, especially if you're doing the reset, they're pumping up your tires. Keep going, man. Keep going. You know, it's not easy. Who said 30 days of a radical change is easy? I might bring you a little teaching that I've just been going through in my mind on self-control. We're going to talk about that. It's really, well, it's been good for me. Just reminds me. But I think might be a good session. I'm working on it. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.